Good morning, and thanks for tuning in to another edition of Walk With Me. It's your boy Dope Boy 850, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching my videos. And today's topic: no jobs for you Negroes. Today, September 2nd, a jobs report came out, and it was found that there was no new jobs created in the month of August. This is just despicable. President Obama is incompetent on how to fix this economy. The people he surrounds himself with is incompetent, and they don't know how to solve the problems with this economy. This is outrageous. No new jobs. Why? Because President Obama allowed the Tea Party to coerce him into making cuts which were cutting jobs. So when you see no job growth, what you see is the private sector has had some job growth, but because they did all the cuts that the Tea Party wanted, government jobs loss balanced the two, so you have zero jobs gained and zero jobs lost. When we really should have had 100,000 jobs gained in the month of August, we had zero jobs. The man does not know how to negotiate. He does not know how to bring parties together. He's continuing to play these divisive politics instead of using the bully pulpit to bring people together around a common purpose. And that common purpose is the greatness of America. To show that in hard times we could come together and put forth policies that improve society. Society is under attack in America. The middle class is under attack. And they are under attack from this vicious Tea Party and this incompetent president who continues to allow them to steer him in the wrong direction. You know, this reminds me of when President Obama was then Senator Obama running for president, and people said that when he was in the state legislature in Illinois, he voted president like 200 and something times. And if you don't know what voting president is, it's basically voting that you're there to take the vote, but you don't disagree or you don't accept the initial vote in general. You're just voting that I'm there, and I'm not voting for it and I'm not voting against it. I'm just here. That's what he's doing. He's just in the White House. He's in the White House doing nothing, and he want to take credit for things that he shouldn't be getting credit for. And so as the economy continues to spiral out of control, this president effectively doesn't have any means of fixing it. So what is he going to do? He's going to announce his so-called jobs plan, which is going to go nowhere. If he was smart, he would wait, listen to John Huntsman, jobs plan, listen to Romney's job plan, look at the way Texas has had job growth, and use those to go for a significant jobs plan increase. And that way you would force Republicans, you would force the Tea Party to have to disagree with their own plans, the own plans that they say can work. And we can do this. And all this cut spending is garbage. We don't need to cut spending right now. We need to increase spending. We need to get Americans back to work so we can have more people paying taxes so we can reduce the deficit. That's the biggest way you can reduce the deficit. Anything else is causing Americans to have to give up Social Security. It's causing Americans to have to give up Medicare because they're not trying to put people back to work. They're not trying to get people back on the tax rolls that could be reduced in a year. If we put 14 million people back to work and get them making honest, decent wages, we wouldn't even need to touch or do anything to Social Security, Medicare, nothing. But see, they don't want you to know that. They want to continue to confuse you and make you think that cutting is the route to go. Cutting leads to higher unemployment. And the Tea Party know this. They know that 70% of the American population is ignorant, can't read above grade level, so they use these non-factual battles, these arguments that are not based in fact, to confuse you and let you think that it's right. Look, we cut all that spending and we still had our credit score downgraded. We cut all that spending and we had zero job growth. And that's because cutting spending has never been tied to job growth. They want to cut spending so that President Obama has a bad economy. He has ownership over a bad economy. And see, that's why he is ignorant for even thinking he can compromise with these idiots. The Tea Party has waged war in America. And this war will only be won if you wake up. If you wake up and see what is going on right here in front of your face. You understand me? If they're allowed to keep deceiving you through the information war, and that's how they're getting this done, they're able to put all this non-factual data out there and use it in their debates, and so they force you to believe it because they know you're not going to do the real research to figure out what's wrong and what's right. This is an information war. The Tea Party is waging this war. It's why they don't answer questions. They only stick to their talking points. It's why they don't really debate. They just go over how they feel. And it's smoke and mirrors, clouds and mirrors that you idiots are gonna never figure out unless you begin to win this information war that's going on. It's a lot to ask you guys to do, but we have to put down the television. We have to get off the couch and we have to demand real leadership. Because we're not going to get anywhere as Americans if we don't. The first thing the president needs to do is to reduce regulations. Put a 2-year moratorium on not only new regulations but existing regulations. We need a zero repatriation of repatriated profits, zero tax on that. We need to go ahead and expand 2 million jobs in the federal government, agencies, IRS, and everything. We need extensive job growth, and we need to act now. In Jesus Christ, amen.